Thank you so much for being with us on this day, as on my day of power, as above, so below. We thank God for each and every one of you guys for chiming in and being a part of our platform. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so very much, so much for what you are doing out here on this spiritual journey. And my name, if this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are truly deeply rooted in African tradition, and those are the ATRs that I talk about. And I also want to say salutations to my madrina and to my padrino and to my oba and to all of my brothers and sisters and E5 Voodoo, Santarilla, Kumi Congo, and Paulo, Mystic and AJ Crit. I want to say thank you. What's up there, my baby Scorpio? Come on up in this Scorpio room. We're going to talk about Scorpio energy on tonight. I want to talk to all of my grown people. This ain't cheering church. This is live for grown adult people that practice magic. Now, if you practice magic and you operate in ATRs and you're in the church, this is for you. If you left the church and you practice the ATR, this still for you. If you want to understand what magic is and what all the different areas of life that magic operated, this is for you. What apprehend wisdom? What's up, love? Then I got my Karen O'Brien in the house. Then I got my Boaz. Much love to you, sir. Yes. What's up, Trevon Aries in the house, and Mama Susan Gemini? She been waiting on this, y'all. I was like, we're gonna be talking about this other night. Listen, what's up, Linda? We're gonna talk about this, and guess what? No matter if you are participating in any sexual acts whatsoever, it doesn't matter. It's all talking about energy, frequency, and vibration. And this is something that is necessary to know, and how these works are performed. And a lot of people find themselves in situations and circumstances due to sex magic, and so that's what we're gonna be talking about tonight. Now, I've been working on my day of power, y'all. My day of power, my Fedifun Oya, my Fedifun Ayao, which is her sister. I have received both of those. My Fedifun Obatala, my Fedifun Iligwa, my Fedifun Ochosi, in honor of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, on my day of power. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Get your pen and paper out on tonight. What's up there, love? That's what I'm talking about. Taurus in the house. You better come up in here. Now, to all of you guys understand and heard me talk about role opening work and talking about certain conjure that we do in the ATRs, this is going to make a lot of sense to you guys once I explain it. So you can stop pretending that you knew this ahead of pre-adventure. So we're going to talk about this so you can respect sex magic. You can respect it in whether it's in any of the ATRs. And so this is so important, especially those that are Christian. I'm burning, I got money blessing burning, but I'm also doing this cleansing my bear claw. What's up, Latoya Moore? Aquarius in the house. All right there, Aquarius. Yes. My Fetty Funo Chelsea. Minister Mario LeVar Dawkins. Much love to him, and also to each and every one of you guys that are here. What's up, I got Aquarius back to back. I just need one more Aquarius. No, I need two more Aquarius. I can't do threes. Yes, baby. My chocolate from North Carolina. What's up there, sweet? Oh, she got Aquarius. She got her Scorpio moon, and she got her rising sign Cancer. Okay. Oh, we get personal. Yes. There go my son. Darius in the house. What's up there, my Pisces? Yes, baby. We're gonna learn about sex magic tonight. Not that stuff y'all done read in books. Not that stuff. This, trust me. Trust me on that. First of all, I want to say hello and salutations to each and every one of you guys. To all of my Christian buddies, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. I am operating on my Fedifun Oya. This has been a very strong day of power. This is the season for UPS, so they have been out there, but I got me a good helper, so I got done, and I'm excited about that. To all of you guys that got your Mafeti Foon talisman, get your Oya talisman out. Yes, baby. To all of my Scorpios, take notes. To Scorpio placements, take notes. Yes, baby. I'm getting my iPad ready. Now, to those that have never got a consultation with me, day of power is when your energy is going to be at its strongest, okay? Now, that depending on your arche, depending on your setup, your manifestation can be very, very different. On me, I get excited because, I carry a lot of arche, so I capitalize on the energy that operates on this day, which is ruled by Jupiter, as above, so below. And also remember that scientifically, Jupiter carries a lot of electrical energy, which represents Shango, which represents Oya. Also, I have received her sister, which is the eye of the hurricane. I have been called many times a weather witch. Y'all don't like the term witch, but they acknowledge my ability to affect the weather, and they used to call me the X-Men Storm. So, here he comes. Sex got me pregnant and throwing up all over the place. No, sex didn't get you pregnant. Having sex. Sex don't get nobody pregnant. We have to participate in it. Yes. Sex is an umbrella. Scorpio rules that area. Sexuality. Yes, we're going to talk about it tonight and why the church got problems in trying to control your energy, your arche in that area. Hold on, y'all. And like I said, this is going to be very good for all of you guys that want to know what's going on with your opportunities in life, and especially, I'm going to explain that in this live, okay? Now, y'all know I equate sex and spirituality the same. So, you know, I love both of them and I participate as much as I can. Now, my Fetty Foom. Now, hold on. I have been working this bear claw. Now, sex magic in the ATR. That's what we. Child, she's saying that now, and then she be getting some more of it. Sex is good. God is good. Believe that. Ain't nothing wrong with sex. In any aspect of it. It's energy. It's necessary, and it's something that we work conjure in when it comes to sex energy. Okay. So first of all of you that do not know and have never got a consultation with me, I teach about the days of power and how to utilize that energy for your benefit. The purpose of being grown is to understand your arche, your chi, your prana, and make better decisions. I don't want you guys to be just getting tools and then you're still out here making decisions that is not propelling your life in a more positive way, in a more effective way, in a beneficial way. The whole concept of me coming out here and giving free game is to give you insight so you make better decisions. At the end of the day, I'm not a crook, y'all. I'm out here striving legally, and if I have to defy man's laws because they're trifling to the laws of the universe, and that's what I do. But at the end of the day, I try to get along with people as much as I can when it comes down to doing the things that I need to do. But when it comes down to my success and prosperity, sometimes you have to defy the laws of man, because the laws of man do conflict with your destiny and the things that God has for you. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. Why my road opener is so important when you're trying to create opportunities. All right. So first of all, Scorpio rules the genitalium. We're going to be first starting to everybody that's in my live. I'm going to be coming from Isaiah, the 7th chapter, 14 through 15. Because y'all know I got to start with a Christian. Because if you don't start with a Christian, they going to demonize everything. So you got to tell them about themselves first, and then you can proceed on and talk about Ifa, voodoo, Obeah, conjure, mysticism, shamanism, and then, you know, Christian get right. I love straight and Christian. I am a perm for the Christian. I get them BBs straight. Now, Isaiah 7th chapter, 14 through 15. It says, therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel, God with us. Verse 15 said, butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and to choose the good. That means this child shall know right from wrong, okay? It said, for before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, and the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken, have forsaken both of her kings. Now, my brothers and sisters, no matter what you practice, we're going to talk about sex magic. We're going to talk about why it is essential, why it is going on, whether you call it sex magic or not, and why your body is what it is. Now, first of all, I wrote down here so I did not forget, because I want to lay this on the Christian. What is more magical and what is more sexual than to conceive a son of the Holy Ghost? Any magic involving sex is sex magic. In order for the virgin to conceive, intimacy must have taken place in the concept of Mary and Jesus. Now, to all of you guys that do not follow history, that do not understand where Christianity got a lot of their stuff, this is also the story of Isis with Horus, okay? And I wrote down here, Isis is a principal deity in the rites of the dead and the cure of sickness. Now, Mafedi Fun Oya, notice that a lot of the things, especially in Egyptology, that we always have venerated ancestors and we understand reincarnation. So Scorpio rules not only the genitals. So I want you guys to understand about where the concept of reincarnation and the transferring of souls from one timeline to the next. And to prove that fact, we all know scientifically that energy can never be destroyed. It can be transformed or transmuted, but never destroyed. So once we exist, we always exist. We may exist in our fleshly bodies in different areas and time frames, but at the end of the day, once you are energy, you have a consciousness and a subconscious, then you will always exist on some form of plane regardless, okay? What's up there, my Sagittarius? Jazz in the house. Now, why did I bring that up before I get into about Horus and Isis? Because a lot of times when it comes down to sex, even in the Bible, there was instances where Noah was known by his son, saw his nakedness. I want you to understand sex and nakedness is synonymous when it comes down to energy, frequency, and vibration. And when you understand Scorpio energy and understanding why Scorpio rules the genitals, then you will understand very clearly that anybody that has ever birthed a child naturally knows that the child goes through the vagina. Now, if you have played with yourself enough as I have, you know that downstairs has a triangle and it looks like this. So the baby and anybody that understands this type of triangle in geometry understand that this is earth element. Fire, earth. So that's when you put both of them together, you get the Star of David. What they call the Star of David, the six-pointed star, which is the star of manifestation. So when that man and woman comes together, and we call it the Ankh, when that man and woman comes together, that's called what? The manifestation, where those triangles of that man and woman come together in order to create life. Now, the reason why the genitals in my book is called the Elohim, because when sex is being involved and you're dealing with the male phallus and you're dealing with the vagina, this is the place where creation of life can take place. This is where birth can take place. Remember, Scorpio rules birth and rebirth, which will classify as reincarnation. When you are talking about sex magic and you're being intimate with somebody, that is an energetic exchange between a man and a woman, or a woman and woman, or man on man. In some cases, bestiality. Sex is sex. Any form of utilizing your sexual organs in order to manifest or exchange energy, whether it be by fluid or what have you, it is still sex magic. Now, what state of mind, when people are being intimate, and this is something that happens to a lot of women and men, unbeknownst to them, because they're not realizing that they're doing an energy exchange. When you are being intimate with somebody, you are exchanging your energy with their energy. Whether it be good energy or bad energy. This is why some of you guys, you're always talking about, well, I'm doing money work and I'm doing this and my finances are being tampered with. When you are having sex with a broke man or woman and their mindset is that you are the source of where they get their money from, then they're going to, every time they be intimate with you or you're intimate with them, they're going to pull your energy. And they're going to pull your energy of success, prosperity, or whatever energy that is around your fund. So when you're being intimate, even if you do not procreate in that instance of sex, you're still exchanging energy. Everybody does sex magic, whether you're good at it or not. Anytime you do sex magic, when you do it on yourself, you are conjuring a thought or image, or you're watching an image that allows you mentally to be aroused, and therefore a thought is in your head. And so therefore when you go through the motion, you are doing the release. That is role opening. Every time a man or woman releases, depending on the energy or whatever thought they're holding in their mind, that is the manifestation, and that energy goes into that particular thought. And we know energy follows thought, and therefore eventually manifestation takes place, positive or negative. A lot of people do not understand that the reason why my just give you the color of my roll opener. This is your sacral chakra. That's why we use orange. Orange represents road opening. And what's up? How y'all doing? And so when it comes down to sex magic, it is not just a physical action, but it is also a mental and an emotional action. This is why people that have a random sex with people don't realize they're building bonds, because you're utilizing a very powerful life force area of your life. When we do conjure, depending on where we get the hair from, is what type of arche that is in that particular part of that. Whether you get it from the facial hair or you get a pube hair. So we're going to talk about sex magic when it comes down to how people utilize semen, or they utilize menstrual blood or vagina fluid, depending on how you get it, to each their own. This is why it is so important that as a grown man or woman, you understand why you do your cleansing before and you do your cleansing after. Even though you're creating a bond, I don't care if you don't have to be in love with somebody to have sex. A lot of you guys think that if I have sex with this man or woman, that this is going to make them love you. Whatever energy they have in them about you is projected, especially a male. This is man on man or man on woman. It don't matter. This is why you have to be careful when you have sex with a man, whatever your preference is, because a man projects energy. If a man does not have it for you, he's going to weaken your energy every time he's intimate with you. If a man is having sex with you but thinking about somebody else, he is channeling that woman or that man's energy or their image through him and into you. This is why a lot of people end up with certain sicknesses or have certain things going on in their body, because they don't realize that it does matter about what is going on in the mind of that man or woman when they're being intimate with you, because you're conjuring energy which are going to open up portals when you both actually release. This is grown people conversation. This is far beyond about contracting diseases or any of that nature. It is energetically understanding what this lower region is doing. Yes. So this is what I want y'all to understand. Since we understand that Scorpio rules over this particular aspect of magic, then you have to understand Scorpio, period. You got to understand that Scorpio is ruled by Mars and is also ruled by Pluto. Pluto is the planet of death, is transformation, and also creation and rebirth. So every time you work with that scorpionic energy, you can bring life or death. Remember that many people talk about when a woman is birthing a child, she is between heaven and hell. Because the gates are open, and life or death. This is why women that pass die in the process of childbirth, they go straight to heaven. Reason why? Because they're open vortex. They're open portal, and the greatest thing that a woman can do on planet Earth is to bring a soul to this planet Earth. I remember having issues with my mom, and my spiritual dad told me at the age of 13, he said, if your mother don't do nothing else for you, the fact that she allowed you to come to this earth plane to do what the Holy Spirit designed for you to do, that's all she needed to do. A lot of spirits are on this earth plane is because there are women out here don't realize what they're creating. When you don't know what's in that semen, if you're going to take credit for the inventions A woman is a port. Exactly. A woman is a walking in ganga pot. We do all our conjure. This is why I don't understand why men got a problem with women, because we do all our conjure based off of the vagina, the woman's organ. And because that is the power center of the universe. Even the universe is called the womb. Because a woman is the only man on earth that's why we call her woe man, or man with a womb. That's why we have these pots. All of these are representation of the womb of the woman. But what I try to explain to women, you worried about who your baby daddy is after you done brought its seed to the earth. That's the wrong time. If you're not considering about who this man is, if you're going to take credit for bringing all the doctors to this earth plane, for the spiritualists, to the shamans, to the Obias, to the Barack Obamas, the creators of music, the Mozarts, and all these other people, then you also have to understand that that liar that got to this earth, some woman brought him to this earth. That cheater, somebody brought him to this earth plane. That conniver, somebody brought that. Duality exists on this earth plane because every spirit needs a portal. Every spirit needs an energy to flow through to get to this earth plane, the same way we birth spirits from one dimension to the next. Who brought Freddy Krueger and J.J.? Well, we know, if you watch the movie, we know who brought them Chuckies. Don't forget Chuckies. Like octopuses. Wait a minute, octopus. They die after the universe. Yeah, so when you understand magic, then you start respecting your organs. I feel that so many people out here living a natural life, they forget they were spirit. They're Ache first, they're Chi, they're Prana before they're human. And so you had a life before you became a human in this particular time. That's why when we come to this earth plane, that's why we call it destiny. It is already preordained. And so therefore, when people are trying to operate outside of their destiny, what they were birthed to do, what was birthed in them and birthed through them. When you understand these concepts, then you will understand Scorpio energy. You will understand why Scorpio energy is so deadly. That's why it is represented by the scorpion. Do I have my Scorpio? I don't know. Yeah. This is one of my oils. Been using it. See, this is Scorpio oil. There's actually a living, well, not, it used to be, it's a real Scorpio. It's not plastic. It's a scorpion in there. This is real conjure. This is also a part of sex magic. When you are being intimate with somebody and you're not cleansing yourself, you're being intimate with somebody and you don't know their mental health. I know you may be concerned about their physical health, when it comes down to diseases and whatever, but also a man's mental health when it comes to you, how he because you're allowing him inside of your womb, and so therefore your womb is your power, and so depending on what type of Ache that you allow. What about working with Saturn on? I don't. Does that have anything to do with what we're talking about, Jay? I don't. What about working with Saturn? I'm not quite sure what you're asking, because I'm trying to stay in this thought. Sex magic is really, really, really important when it comes down to creating opportunities in your life and being in touch with your energy and knowing how your energy works with your organs. Now, with the woman, she has ovaries. With the man, it's called testicles. We all have the same setup. It's just not arranged in the same way, because energy has to flow through us as a male one way, and then it flows through a woman another way. They're Ache. So with men it's more electric, and with women it's magnetic. And so when you are out here and you are doing sex magic, no, I'm asking if we could work with Saturn energy. Yes. Yeah. Yes, you can. So I think that when it comes down to understanding the story of Mary and Jesus, to better understand where it came from, you have to understand the actual story of Isis being impregnated. I wrote down. Isis was a principal deity for the dead and to cure sickness. She has a strong link with the kingships and the pharaohs. Isis is impregnated by a flash of lightning. Now think about this. Mafedi Fun Oyum. Here's the concept of the basis of Christianity out of Isis and Horus. This whole concept and whole story. So to understand birthing, to understand the Eve gene, to understand why you sit down and consider about who you are bringing to this earth realm, why you should understand this will make someone be more picky about. Yeah, you won't be casually just having sex, and especially birthing a man's seed into the earth when you don't know what kind of energy or creature, because y'all know we new creatures in Christ Jesus. That's the whole concept. We are creatures. The Bible said that the earth is waiting on the manifestation of the sons of God, which are us. So we are these creatures. We are these entities that are being birthed on this earth realm. And when women, because they are the only man with a womb, are bringing a certain vessel with no consideration about who this man is, it's a disservice to your womb. It's like me not knowing what's in my product. It's like me not knowing what's in my pot. It's like me not knowing what's in my gree bag. It's like me not knowing what's in the workings that I do. It is very, very important that if you're going to go beyond just being intimate with somebody, it is also important to understand if I am impregnated with his seed, then I am bringing that bloodline into the earth realm. I'm going to say that again. You are going to bring his bloodline into the earth realm. Male or female, it's irrelevant. And you're also going to be a part of the destiny of that said child. Now, Isis is in connection with pharaohs or kings. Remember, a lot of people, especially in Catholicism, they go to Mother Mary to go to the king. I want y'all to see how it is coincides, and when you're performing magic that other people learn other magical systems from your system, you still see the similarity, because in order for manifestation on this earth plane, there are certain universal laws that have to be applied. So when you are burning roll opening incense, or that my incense, you have to also be in a state of mind of understanding that you're birthing something, birthing an idea, birthing an opportunity. And then just like anything that you birth, you have to take care of it. You cannot just create an opportunity, whether it's business or relationship, and you not take care of what you're birthing. There's a lot of people out here that claim to be spiritual people, or they're practicing spirituality, and they're not considering of the things that they are birthing into this world. The ideas that they're birthing, the emotions that they're birthing, the structures that they're birthing, the energies that they are birthing into the earth realm. And so therefore, like a child being not raised by their parent, that energy is just out there. You don't know what you birthed. Yeah, because most of us don't know, because the actual, if you came up in a Christian church, most of us, if you be honest, you are attracted to somebody physically. Just being honest. And so we don't sit down, and when I say we don't do it not only in physical relationship, we don't do that in spiritual relationship. When we are putting things together, we're not sitting, did enough research to know if I put this herb with this herb, or I put this working with that working, what's the possibility of certain outcome. When we do certain conjures, whether it's protection work or whether it's prosperity work, what am I birthing, and what could this particular working manifest? Yes, you may want this, I'm going to be a father, I'm going to be a mother, I'm going to do it. You got to know, as a grown man or woman, what kind of conjure, what kind of arche, what state of mind that you're in when you are manifest or birthing a particular work. When you initiate and you light that candle, what type of energy that you just birthed. When you are working that nganga and you're making those petitions, what type of ripple are you making in the cosmos? For every action, there is an opposite and equal. I need y'all to hear what I said. A opposite, a direct opposite of what you asked for, and equal. That means it is equal in vibration, frequency, and power. Did you hear what I'm saying? We are, for you not to realize that we are divine creatures, you're doing a disservice to your magic. Shamari going in. And so when you are doing sex magic and you're listening to these hoodoo workers and mystics and voodoo workers, and they're telling you to utilize your blood, remember you're doing blood magic in your sex magic. Okay? And that means that tie is going to be a lasting bond. You, as a grown man or woman, need to know this. You just got to show a resume to with you. Almost. So when you think about energy as a grown man, now I do realize that a lot of us did things when we were young, but now we're saying that we are spiritual beings. That's why I'm not frivolously out there trying to have sex. I'm already crowned. I've been elevated. I have certain things I'm doing. I can't be giving this good arche to any and everybody. You understand? So I have to think more wisely. I have to be more conscious about what I'm doing when I'm doing that particular energy exchange. You understand? I talk my trash, but I'm very cognizant of the arche. I also have a lot of spirits that house my body. And so therefore, you may have an orgy with one person because I got many spirits that live on the inside of me. So my thing about being sexual is also thinking about if you're going to have intimacy or sex with a tata, a mambo, or hugon, Bokor, what type of magical workings do they do? You're going to entangle yourself with those spirits. It's impossible not to. I'm going to say that again. You might have an anointed man or anointed woman, but you are having an energy exchange with those spirits, with those eguns, with those ancestors, because they are their ancestors. So sex is not just something physically that we are doing. We're energetically creating energy between the two. And we normally, after releasing bodily fluids, this is why we utilize that in magic, because the energy mixed together with that individual. That's why they say when you have sex with that man, bring the sheets. This is why people go out there and get people's panties, because you secrete it in those panties, and so your vagina fluids are in those panties. I know a lot of stuff, God. I've been doing this long. Not only I'm just good at sex, I understand sex. I wanted to actually teach sexology. Understanding the anatomy of the lower region will understand you the power of the cosmos. Remember, Pluto represents power. That's why you hear men or people tell women, you got the power. The power they're talking about is the womb. That is ruled by Scorpio. Dragon Ball Z fusion in a way. Yeah, exactly, Shamari. I am the collection of my mother and my father. That's why we call them the foundation. I am a fusion, and that soul, my soul that I possess now, came in through that energy and utilized those energies to create me. And so in my particular consciousness. But Pluto is also representation of power. So our power is our the vagina and the phallus being put together, the yin and the yang, to create another god or goddess in this earth plane. So every time we procreate, we are bringing a type of deity or type of entity to this world. Now what that becomes is because of the energy and the time by which they were born. When we're casually out there throwing babies all over the place with different types of pots and ngangas, because the pot that I have for Iligwa is different, not pot, but the shrine for Yemi Ya is different from the shrine of Oshun. The shrine from Oya is different from the shrine for Shango. Every time you get with a man or woman intimately, you're creating an energy of frequency and vibration. Every time you create life of a human or a soul, you creating another entity, another energy. That's why when we do conjure, we're summoning and creating that energy for prosperity, for healing, for protection, for reversal. When we use pots, we are calling forth out of that womb the spirits that are in those pots. The same thing when a woman carries the universe inside her womb. This is why y'all be letting these doctors do all kind of stuff to y'all. And let me say this to you, Keish, before you have your baby. This is something I learned from my Haitian brother. I didn't do this because I didn't know this at the time, but this is what he taught me, and this is what he did with his kids. When they were born, he took the umbilical cord of his daughter and his son, and he puts that in a white cloth, and he prays over that. And no matter where his kids are, if somebody's working on them, he can always break that working through their umbilical cord. I'm going to say that again. This is why it's very important that you understand your energy, your frequency and vibration, and you understand why you should let people touch your baby's hair, cut your baby's hair, or get certain things from your child. Because if those same items that came through sex magic falls into the wrong hand, they can do great damage to that child. Children are very sensitive energetically. But there are so many things that you can do to protect your child while they are on earth, while they are being born. This is why some of you guys, when they get rid of your placenta, as they say, it is a lot of power in your placenta. I want to teach y'all about sex magic. Not just the fluid that come out of the clitoris or the vagina or the penis, but what about the things that reside inside of the womb? All of these are magical operations. And so if the woman is marinating in hurt, pain, disgust, or rejection, then that also is in that nganga, and that's also what is being marinated on that child. When you are having sex with a man and you're feeling vulnerable and you're feeling desperate, or you got all these emotions, y'all exchanging those emotional energies back and forth. So if you hate your guy and he is a user who's using you as a placeholder, then the child will suffer. Exactly. I'd be straight up with you. Hey, I'm grown. I've had sex just to release frustration. It's just what it is. What's up there, God's elect? Thank you, and thank you for those comments on my video. Thank you so much. When you're not understanding that every single ATR practices sex magic, even Christianity, and you're not understanding the energy that you carry, and you're not understanding why Scorpio rules that, and why of all the other signs, Scorpio, which is the scorpion, rules your sexual organ, now it should make more sense to you why the church was always trying to control your sexuality, why they were trying to control who you be intimate with, or why they were trying to put you with this person and that person. And normally when you are being placed with somebody and the energies are colliding, or you at odds with this side of the family, and they got a problem with that, and y'all have a child and bring those energy together, that's why it normally causes so much chaos. Because you're bringing energies into a womb that's in conflict. I'm going to say it again. I ain't trying to tell y'all how to live. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm trying to give you an understanding that you knew that man's family did not like you. Those eguns, those ancestors in there had a problem with you, and you still brought that child into existence. So now that child has a conflict with his eguns and his father's eguns, or vice versa. A lot of stuff we go through, we saying we don't understand what's going on, but the truth is, if you go back to the womb and you go back to the conception or the source of that energy, it explains a lot what's going on with those children that one day is going to become adults, and they're going to have certain issues in their life. You going out and being promiscuous and not caring about how you manifest and who you manifest with It's the same thing a root worker, a conjurer, a shaman, not caring about what kind of herbs, what kind of oils, what kind of veve, pati pimba that they're utilizing, and saying it don't matter. Because we all know the truth is, it does matter. It matters what pati pimba you use for healing. It does matter what type of veve you use for prosperity. We know that it matters which goetia seal you use for protection. We all know that. So we all should also agree it matters. When you're working with Scorpio, my dear power, this is very strong energy. The arche, the chi, the prana that sits in your womb, then you would fight for the autonomy of your body. Ain't no woman, especially melanated woman, especially a melanated woman, should not be fighting for the autonomy of her womb. That is your power. Scorpio rules that. Why you think they want to control your power? Because they can control your opportunities. Because in your womb sits the road opener, life and death. It ain't just in the power of the tongue. It is also in the womb. It is the creation of life. It's the carbon energy. That's where the Eve gene is. But when you don't understand it, and remember, Scorpio also rules over hidden occult. So a lot of hidden truth sits in your womb. I'm going to say that again. A lot of hidden truth sits in your womb. A lot of the DNA or the energy, because light carries information. And so you birthed it to this realm, the earth realm. So, sir and ma'am, yes, it matters what your mother was going through when she was carrying you. Sir and ma'am, just like it matters who fixed your candle, just like it matters who fixed your gree bag, just like it matters who fixed your talisman, your product. It matters whose energy. Some of y'all were doing great financially until you had sex, because you gave away some of your arche. It's impossible not to. Energy exchange happens sexually. Even thinking on somebody, lusting on somebody. Let me say sex magic. Let me say this. If you ain't in love, that's a different type of sex magic. You can do lust, or that means you desire them fleshly. And it's still sex magic, but it's not about creating a relationship. It's about creating a bond through a desire you have for that man or woman. Because you can lust after somebody sexually and it not be love. That's not the energy while you having sex. I just want grown people to be honest. That's why Scorpio, if you notice any Scorpio, they don't play. They very private. That's why we call it the private parts. Secrecy. You're on point, and that's why we have call our power back. Yes. Touching your hairs, fixing food. Yeah, all that stuff. But that's her power. And also, that's what you got to remember too. Men have that power, but a lot of women utilize that particular power to ensnare a man. But once you ensnare that man with that type of power, I'm not saying it cannot be done, but what I am saying is that that child is not birthed out of love, and that child is going to be birthed out of the very issue or reason why you did the sex magic in the first place. Let me say that again. Male or female, but a lot of females do this kind of magic. Whatever energy, whatever intention that you had when you did that sex magic on that man is the birthing of the child and the ashe of that child when that child is conceived between you and that man. And a lot of times you see a lot of children having a lot of issues because it's the energy by which they were created. It's all energy. You can lie all day long, sir and ma'am, but whatever's going on with you and that woman, that's sitting up in that child. The same way what happens with what I'm doing this conjure right here is what's manifesting. I am dictating the spirit of this bear to avenge me of my adversary. How you train the energy is how it behaves. But it takes somebody birthing it. I could not have this claw if it wasn't for another grizzly bear and another male and female getting together to give me this particular bear to work with their ancestors, to fight for me, to defend me, especially on my day on my day of power. This is why I tell you guys about getting incense burn on my day of power, mostly because it's about understanding the Arche, understanding Mafedi Fun Oya, understanding transformation energy, how you take those liquids and those eggs and you transform it into a human, eventually a skeleton, and it becomes a living soul, a living being. And so that's why those particular items on our body is so sacred. And this is why when you over-sexualize certain things, you are giving a lot of your Arche. And this is why some of y'all look old before time, because you done gave up a lot of your youth to somebody that did not care for you. Because when you're being intimate with somebody that actually cares for you, y'all are reciprocating that good energy, that good chi, that good prana. But when you're intimate with people that don't have it for you, or people that are just there to get their rocks off, or whatever ulterior motive, because whatever thought process you're having while you're having sex, that's what's being exchanged. That's what's being exchanged. And so in that, if a child comes out of that, this is why certain kids are always looking down, because if you created a child out of somebody else's relationship. Let me explain what I mean by that. If that child is a product of a marital relationship, that man or woman was married and you had a child in that relationship, there's other spirits, there's other energy that you are mingling with that child. A lot of us say we don't understand our children. That's just like a root worker saying they don't understand their root work. That's like a voodoo is saying they don't understand their voodoo. Why? How you don't understand your creation? Huh? You know where you were. You know what was in your state of mind. You know what you were doing at that particular time. And then that child was conceived. This is why we take our pots and certain things to certain locations, because it matters where you birth that pot. It matters where you birth that energy. It matters what day you birth that energy on. It matters what who participates in the birthing of that particular pot or that particular conjure. It matters. So once the deed is done, the child is made low. Made how does one protect the child? Now, there's things that you can do to help cleanse the child, but the creation of it itself is what it is. And then now you have to wait on to when that child is actually birthed through your womb, because now you carry that child. So now what you have to do is start molding that child and instilling certain vibrations and frequency. Now, all I'm saying to y'all know I'm a Sagittarius. You have to be honest with yourself. Once the seed is there, the power is in the woman's hand at that point. However she chooses to mold that energy in her nganga, in her pot, in her cauldron, her state of mind. Did I create this out of love? Are they in love with me? Was this a hookup? All these things are important, because all of these things are running through your mind while you're birthing that child. And that child, because it's in its energy field, it's going to be picking up all those thoughts over these next 9 months. Really, a woman is 10 months. A lot of people don't want to admit how that pot started, how that child was conceived, because that'll tell you how to deal with that or help that child through its life. And this is all sex magic. A lot of times we like, oh, we think it's about just getting our freak on. No, you exchanging energy, and you putting that energy in your mouth. You putting this energy on your hands. And you putting that energy, and let me tell you something. Some of y'all Y'all need to play dodgeball when you having sex with certain men and certain women. Pastor Ela, what are you talking about? Dodgeball. When they get ready to skeet, you better dodge. Because if he broke, that arche he finna release on you, that's energy. That's DNA, baby. You better play dodgeball. When he get ready to, gay straight or by. Don't let that ointment, don't let that Jesus juice jinx you. And God forbid if you allow it to circulate inside your womb. I'm just being honest with y'all. Like, sex magic it can create some beautiful things, and it also can create some horrific situation. Is that Brooklyn Dodger? I know that's right. Is that all right, Chief? Yeah, I'm listen. Energy is, at the end of the day, you are a spiritual being. If I can get people just to acknowledge that part, I'm not telling no grown person who to be intimate with, how to be intimate with. What I am explaining to you is it's still energy. And depending on what that energy is, if you allow that particular release to be upon you, all of a sudden now you got headaches because you got shot in the face. Some of y'all like it like that. And I'm not against you. I'm just saying, what kind of arche that you just allowed to be released in your face? In your mouth. Now you wonder why when you call those things that be not as though they were, it's not working for you because of the arche that you allowed to, you gargle. Sex magic is whatever it is, and however you choose to utilize it, it is what it is. And it's not for you to talk whether you in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, a Christian, Ajay, whether you can be ancient. You're still exchanging energy. And Scorpio rules all of that. And it also rules the underworld. That's how our ancestors get to this. She said, I'm hollering. This is how the ancestors get to this plane, right? Scorpio rules the underworld. How do your ancestors get to back to the earth plane or reincarnated? Through sex. This is why we see resemblance of other people of our ancestors. Oh my gosh, she act like Uncle John, or he act like this, because that's how the ancestors get back into this earth plane, through sex. IP man dodge. This is like, as funny as it can be, but it's still as serious as it is. And it's also something that I want people to have a better understanding. I want you to understand the arche. I want you to understand the chi. I want you to respect Scorpio energy. I want you to have an understanding of as a grown man or woman, still have your fun, but have your cleaning products. Have your be ready to douche. If you have your anal sex, be ready to clean your body out. And then fumigate yourself. Get you a white sheet. Get some of my products and put yourself up under that white sheet and let that that energy just clean your body out. Because some of us, no matter, you like how they get down, but they got bad energy. Oh, it's absolutely serious. People need to know the information. Yeah, I got on here because I'm burning this, and I'm doing let me tell y'all that even being abstinence, abstaining from intimacy with a person, is still sex magic. When you build up the arche, don't build it up till you get the blue balls though. But when you fast from sex, it is still sex magic, because you're building up the kundalini, the arche, the if you have carnelian, that's also a representation of that energy, which is also ruled by Mars. When you build up that arche, when you release that arche, that means that you harness your sexual energy for an appointed time. Let me tell y'all how strong sex is. Like, sex has literally woke me up out my sleep and said, go get some. That's why you have to have certain things on speed dial, because you never know when that it get overwhelmed. And sometimes you can't even think until you get a release, because that's just how much that energy affects your cranium. You know, it's easier to deny sex when you ain't never had sex. But if you ever have awakened that beast, it's awoke. It's awoke. Sometimes you discipline and you chill it down. This is why when you got women out here working on conjure on men's phalluses, working with cucumbers or working with hot dogs and stuff like that. Well, I'm just being honest with y'all. It's like, be responsible spiritually, not just be responsible physically by health diseases, but understand energy. And guess what? You still may do it. But make sure, sir and ma'am, that you understand that you need to be clean. And there's certain women or certain men and women that are tied to too many people, that they're bringing them spirits with them into the bedroom with you. So you're not just sucking on Bob. You sucking on everything that Bob has penetrated with that. And that either gonna raise your frequency or lower your frequency. Somebody told me, oh, you brought down my vibe. No, what brought down your vibe is you having sex with Bob. And that broke dick brought not only your vibe down, brought your credit score down. And that's your business. You grown. You do you, boo-boo. So this ain't all about just the wanger. Scorpio women are definitely treacherous. They are amazing lovers. Yeah, because I have a seductive energy. My Fetty Foon, oh yeah, I don't have a problem. Like, I'm aggressive. Like, I don't have a problem, but that's my energy. I have Scorpio in that area placement in my life, and I am very aggressive and possessive. Yes, sir. You ain't got to be worried about being possessed by a demon. Right here. So that energy is what it is, and so it rules. Sex is it can possess you. You could be doing good in school. You mess around and get that. You leave school, you'll leave the country, you'll leave your family. They're saying, what's wrong with her? They having sex. Scorpio is a possessive energy. Yeah, Virgo, earth energy. That's the mother of the earth. My mother's a Virgo. They very possessive. They want what they want. But you got to understand energy, frequency, and vibration. And stop making it about the other person. We grown. You should know at this point what you have the capacity of doing. And then this is another thing. When a man understands, I'm talking about myself, when a man understands your anatomy and your body, they can control you. Gay, straight, or bi. You know why? Because when they understand how the energy flows in your body, and when they can trigger your body to have certain orgasms, they also release inside of your brain certain chemicals. And that man or woman knows the code. When my wife would marry me, I want to have sex because I got to bring it under suggestion. Because it's hard to stay mad at me when I'm making you climax. It really is. And you is in the right. But I'm finna get you right so I can get out the doghouse. Just being honest, I have a lot of Scorpio on my chart. When you're wrong, that's when you want to have sex. Yes. Tell the truth and shame the old devil. So I hope this helped y'all tonight in that you understand real sex magic. When they want to have sex with you, it ain't always good. The wrong energy. And I'm not telling y'all to not have angry sex, because I done had it. I ain't telling y'all not to have makeup sex, because I done had it. I ain't telling y'all to don't have freaky sex, because I done had it. And just because you have anal sex, it's still energy. It's still energy. Ache. My Fetty Foon. I told y'all I'm working my Oya. And I'm trying to show y'all how to benefit from this energy and its protection. It's my day of power, it's protection. There go my elders. All right. And then I got Darius up in here. Reversal. And then stop gossip. Ooh, this is such a good day to do stop gossip. Stop that hoe in her. Darius. Y'all see this right here? My 7-color candle. I have 2 of them. This one right here. I have that. I'm gonna burn that before the Bovada. But this, I can only find a case of them. I don't have that many of these candles right here. I'm working that one, this one. Okay, stop. Ooh, wait a minute. It went out. Wait. Stop gossip. Stop that. Hold them out. Triple threat. I told y'all I don't mind teaching about sex, but we got to understand the responsibility of a man or woman when it comes down to sex. And as a grown man or woman, don't be blaming nobody for their energy, because you the one being intimate with that person. You got that. That's selenium. Yes, Stormy. Yes, baby. I'm gonna burn this for Darius. Make sure I get it. And let me tell y'all something. Thank y'all so much for trusting me with this conjure, because a lot of times people don't. I got you, love, with the 7 chakra. 7 chakra. Hold on. This is for my Taurus. That's for love. And then a reading for pregnancy, baby Scorpio. Okay. Love, 7 chakra. And then Keish, a reading for her child, Scorpio. And then Darius. So we got reversal. Oh, I did that one. Okay, reversal, stop gossip. Stop gossip, triple threat, and as he said, some of that stop that hope in the mouth. And then money. And what I can do is put this over here for his other request. And let me tell y'all something. The only reason why you would use this kind of candle right here is when somebody's conversation is bringing trouble to your relationship. Anything that has to do with this ain't about just people just casually talking. This is about if it's injuring your business, your well-being, and somebody. I would even use this if you know that somebody's praying against you. I still would use a candle of this nature. It's red at the top and black at the bottom, but this is shut somebody's mouth. Okay, stop gossip. If you have a business, y'all have to always remember, word of mouth is the greatest form of advertisement. And if somebody's being word of mouth negative against your business, you need stuff to work with like that. And remember, candles are fire magic, and they are about releasing energy to protect you from the mouths of your adversaries. Okay? And then couple that with that stop gossip. Burn these. This for Darius over here. Shamari got a reading? Okay. Shamari. Oh, that's right, from yesterday. I'm glad you reminded me. But Shamari, I'm gonna do your reading offline. So I'll call you and we'll do your reading offline, because I promise you to do your reading, but it's gonna if you want a private reading, some private reading, so I remember. Nobody else asked me to do that. Don't do that. I'm doing this for a reason. Because anything, and if you get my private time out there, it's for, you have to use a consultation fee. Not for no, I do these readings for this amount online for other people to see. But anybody else, y'all know what my consultation fee is. But it's something, I'm going to do this for her because I made a promise that I would do it. Okay. Ooh, that's strong. I love conjuring. All right, Keisha, you ready, baby? This is a reading for my baby Scorpio, and it is for the reading of her child. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. I'm asking of thee. Bring it to the light of my eyes concerning Keish the Scorpio, concerning her unborn child. I'm Edidiosa, that which is in the dark. Bring it to the light of my eyes concerning around the unborn child of Keish the Scorpio. Edidiosa. The Eba Sandediosa. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning this pregnancy around this child. Oops. We're asking about the child, the unborn child. All right, shadow comes up. Let's see what's we're gonna see. Heaven on earth. We're asking about this child. It says Yud Zayin Lamed. It said, I ignite the light of the Messiah within myself and within others through the planet. The concept of heaven on earth becomes conceivable. Ironic, right? No, there's no, and achievable. This child right here, we're asking about this baby, but this baby, this wasn't an accident. This was meant to be. This is a, and there's a, what word I want to use? There's a saving grace that is coming with this child. And if this child doesn't pick this up very soon, this child is going to be a reader. Very well could easily work with cards, but this child is going to be a reader. But it has a lot to do with working with other people, and this child is going to go far. Right here in this card, it says throughout the planet. That means traveling is on this child's life. Then your middle card concerning your child says parent, teacher, not preacher. Y'all see how this line up? We're asking about the child. It says Yud, hey. It says, I desire to lovely, respectfully, selfishly share this wisdom with my children. The preacher in me is silent, so do not be very preachy with this child. But this card right here said, the teacher in me shines through all of my actions. So with this particular child, you're going to have to lead by example. This child is not going to hear you if you are not going to be an example of what it said. This might frustrate you, but they're saying do not be preachy to this child. You have to lead, you have to teach this child through example. And then your outcome card concerning the child, it talks about, look at them, the depth of death. Your outcome card is transformation. This child can very easily be a child of Oya. Ruled by Scorpio. Nun Yud Tav. It said, I now focus my attention and meditate on true and total conviction and certainty upon absolute demise of the angel of death. And once and for all, this child can actually bring an end to a lot of karmic debt. I would do a lot of protection work around this child. It's going to be also with Scorpio energy. It's going to be jealousy around this child. So I'll be selective about who I allow. Especially, I would say especially the first 3 years of this child's life. Be very select. Do not let nobody be laying hands on your belly, but unless it is your mother and somebody you really trust. Around this child right here, it's going to be a lot of transformative energy. It's going to change your life, this child. Where you're going to find yourself how you were procrastinating about certain things. With this baby right here, you're going to get a lot of stuff done that you were procrastinating about. Because it's going to bring in change for you too. Yep. Got me some more Scorpio energy in this earth. Hey! Thank you. Dang. I'm so happy for it. Yeah. Yeah, that child gonna bring a lot of change. A lot of change. My Fetty Foon in honor of Oya. Eh, Baba Sunday de Diosaya. If you ever thought, was it meant to be? The answer is yes. And things, I'm going to say this too, honey. Things is not going to be as bad as you think. You're going to have more help on both sides than you think you are. It's going to eventually turn around for you. But the child came to bring change for you. You're procrastinating too much in your spiritual life. The child gonna provoke a lot of spirituality with you. I did that wrong again. I got you, Shamari. Thank you, Darius. Shamari, my Cancer. Where is... Oh, that's what I want for Shamari. Love and peace for Shamari. Because she don't think she gonna have love, but she is. And she needs a peace to remove disturbances from around her heart and her mind. That's Shamari. I got you, Darius. Hold on. This tribal is so beautiful, y'all. I'm crying. It is. I thank God for y'all. I thought I had... Well, it's probably up here somewhere. I have some sex incense. I sent some of y'all some of that. Some of y'all. And this... If you got any of this from me, to come to me, burn that. Sexual energy create opportunities. Come to me. Ask for love, prosperity, success, peace, and happiness. Don't just be coming in vain. Hold on. Make sure I get this. Hold on, y'all, just a minute. I think. Jasmine. Sorry about that, y'all. But if I sent you, or if you got this too, this is good. Jasmine, if you have the oil, burn that tonight. This right here, this one right here is Egyptian jasmine. This is good for sex magic. It's very seductive. That's my energy. As Monique says, intoxicating. But I'm gonna work these candles tonight. These for Oya. Shut the mouths, and then I'm gonna work her candle, and I'm gonna put this in front of IO, and work this with the bear. Yes, baby. And guys, don't forget to hit that like button, the shares. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it's just like the algorithm is off. So as much commentary or likes that you guys can push out there, you know, I already know that's going to come along with the territory, because when you're doing a good thing, people get jealous, they get envious, they start trying to throw at you and all that other stuff. But I know I'm going to be victorious in that. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing tonight. And I just really appreciate your love, your support of what we're doing here on this platform. And I hope that many of you guys take y'all spiritual life more seriously and respect what sex magic really is. And if you came in the beginning, the end of it, make sure you go to the beginning and actually watch this and get some understanding. All right? Woo! All right. If you have your Oya, talisman, you don't want to use this because this brings energy, so you want to bring about change and prosperity and success and stuff like that. I have actually the if you have an Oya pot, if you are crowned by Oya, or you have received Oya, a stop, this kind of candle will work so well with her, stopping gossip, because remember, Oya rules air. Gossip deals with the air element as well, a slander or evil speaking. This is so fitting to deal with this particular deity. And like I told you guys, understanding the energies and frequencies of your particular practices, this is how you benefit on these days of, especially my day of power. If you have businesses around here and people are speaking bad about your business, you got to shut that mouth down. You got to shut the mouths of the gainsayer. It is so very, very important. If you got people talking trash about your marriage or relationship, that energy build up over time, it start affecting stuff. So staying up on yourself, especially with certain tools, especially if you out here in this community. People are always talking sideways, but I always have something for that side of that mouth, okay? So thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I want to make sure I got everybody. And then I'm going to call you, Shamari, when I get off of here. Okay. All right. I love you guys, and God bless.